Hello dear students, I hope you all have seen the last video, and as you all know, we have started with this chapter in history, the age of industrialization, how industrialization had started, what were the merchants doing, how the merchants were procuring all the materials from the countryside, and what kind of an interaction they had with the farmers, with the peasants, and in how many steps the manufacturing was happening. Got it? These all things we have done in the last class. I was just recapitulating everything, children, so that you all are very well aware that what are we going to start in today's lesson. Today we will be starting about the coming up of the factory. So children, as you know, we have already done the period that was seen in the proto-industrialization period. Proto-industrialization had a very different kind of a production process, but here what we see is that the coming up of the factories. Factories have come up, and as we all have seen, import and export that was happening, we have already studied about it. Now one thing that is very important, and we will be doing it today in this video, is that lot of inventions are happening in the early 18th century. Abhi, with this, children, I am remembering one thing. I would definitely like to share it with you. When we talk of inventions, जब हम inventions की बात करते हैं, then we think about some of the great scientists who have done all these inventions. Try to understand, these scientists who were doing the inventions, did they go to any college? Did they go to any school? Might be they have gone to some schools, but did they really that kind of an education where they can invent a machine? Further in class 11th and 12th, children, what happens when you study history na, तो उसमें in one of the chapters there also you will be studying about industrialization. अगर आप पढ़ते हो तो I am just discussing, it's not that you have to study history. So what happened that in the each step of production process, that all these people, the machines that were invented, these machines were invented by the farmers, by the peasants, with the involvement of 2-3 लोग मिलके ये मशीनें बना देते थे. कुछ लोहा लिया, कुछ पीतल का सामान ले लिया, थोड़ा सा स्क्रू एंड बोल्ट ले लिया. Yeah, I'm just trying to explain you in a very simple and subtle manner that each step of production process there was carding, twisting, spinning and rolling. Okay, इसके मीनिंग दिया हुआ है, it's all given there, children. Production process में सबसे पहले जो the thing that was important was carding. Just see, it is mentioned here. एक मिनट चलो, ये देखो. पहला तो स्टेपलर और फ्यूलर का मतलब है. In the last class, I did not discuss it in the last class, so today we will be discussing it in today's session. That what is a stapler? First, a person who staples or sorts wool according to its fiber. किस तरह का ऊन है, कहाँ पे इस्तेमाल होगा, कितना उसको यूज़ करना है, all this thing is known to the stapler. अभी if you ask the stapler I'm sorry to make a cloth, he won't be able to do that. उसका काम नहीं है ना वो. You know, try to understand one thing, that from the very beginning the division of labor was there. I mean, I am talking about division of labor means किसको क्या काम करना है ये पता था. Everybody knew about their job. सो स्टेपलर न्यू व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ वर्क ही हैज टू डू और कितना अच्छा करना है. फ्यूलर, अ पर्सन हु फुल्स, दैट इज गैदर्स क्लोथ बाय प्लीटिंग. इस ऊन को जोड़ के कपड़ा बनाना है. दैट वॉज द वर्क ऑफ फ्यूलर. कार्डिंग में क्या होता था? प्रोसेस इन विच फाइबर सच एज कॉटन और वुल आर प्रिपेयर्ड प्रायर टू स्पिनिंग. कॉटन और वुल क्या होता है ना, कॉटन आप खेत से तोड़ते हो, कॉटन की खेती होती है. आई होप यू ऑल नो दैट. सो यू डोंट जस्ट टेक द कॉटन फ्रॉम देयर एंड गो एंड पुट इट इन द मशीन. नो, उस कॉटन एंड वुल को मशीन तक ले जाने के लिए, आई मीन टेकिंग दैट कॉटन और वुल टू द मशीन्स, इट रिक्वायर्स स्पिनिंग. प्रिपेयर्ड मतलब स्पिनिंग के लिए ले जाने के पहले इस कॉटन एंड वुल का कुछ प्रिपरेशंस होता है, उसकी सफाई करनी पड़ती है, उसको पत्तों से, आई मीन पेड़ से अलग करना पड़ता है. ऑल दिस प्रोसेस इट वॉज डन बाय कार्डिंग. गॉट इट चिल्ड्रन? So this was the process that carding was happening. And now we come to the next thing. Carding के बाद क्या था? Twisting. Twisting, how to make these cottons used as a thread. Got it? You have seen the thread bundles, na? You might have definitely seen the thread bundles. So how it would be turned into a thread, how it would be made into a thread, that is what is there. उसके बाद इन थ्रेड्स की स्पिनिंग होती है, कपड़ा बनता है. खाली धागा नहीं चाहिए ना, यू डोंट नीड ओनली द थ्रेड, देन यू नीड द स्पिनिंग टू बी डन फ्रॉम दिस थ्रेड एंड देन द रोलिंग. या पूरा मतलब इफ द क्लोथ इज देयर, तो इन दैट क्लोथ यू नीड टू डू लॉट ऑफ एक्टिविटीज. तो व्हाट हैपेंड दैट दीज पीपल एनहांस द आउटपुट पर वर्कर. Enhanced, I mean they increased. Every worker, whatever work they are doing, each worker has to produce more. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम करना है वर्कर्स को. And possible production of stronger threads and yarns. All the arrangements were made. जो लोग भी फैक्ट्रीज लगा रहे थे, जहाँ भी मशीनें लग रही थी, that पर वर्कर आउटपुट शुड बी बेटर. अगर वर्कर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कपड़े निकाल के देंगे तो बिजनेस वुड बी गुड. एंड मोर ओवर चिल्ड्रन, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, दैट द डिमांड वॉज इंक्रीजिंग डे बाई डे. डिमांड कम नहीं हो रहा था. पीपल वॉन्टेड मोर एंड मोर, पीपल वॉन्टेड मोर एंड मोर वर्क टू बी डन. गॉट इट? सो they increase the output per worker. Each worker has to produce more. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन करना है, हर एक वर्कर के दिमाग में ये बात डाल दी जाती थी. एंड there was production of stronger threads and yarns. More strong is the thread, more it is in demand, and the spinning and the cloth are of good quality. You know what happens is that many a times it happens that if you find that something is in good quality, then you don't go for quantity. Instead of manufacturing 100 meters of cloth, उन्होंने कहा 75 meters का ही कपड़ा बनाएंगे लेकिन good quality. What happens is कि आप जल्दी जल्दी में you do more production, you produce more in quantity, but then what happens, अगर quantity आप ज़्यादा कर दोगे तो quality पे difference ज़रूर पड़ेगा. So this should not happen. तो क्या हुआ? Now try to understand, take it as a complete story of industries, establishment of industries, some people who have contributed a lot in this industrial process and in this industrialization. So we are talking about Richard Arkwright. Try to understand, Richard Arkwright was the person who for the first time established the cotton mill. Okay. By this time what happened? that cloth production was spread all over the countryside. Means in the villages, in the countryside, countryside means शहर से लगा हुआ जो एरिया है, those places, वो एरियाज, वो एरिया जो कि शहर से लगे हुए हैं, बहुत दूर नहीं है शहर से. Try to understand it in this manner. Villages can be very far off from the cities, but then countryside, what happens that it is very near to the city. And all this work was happening in the village household. घरों में बैठ के लोग ये सारा काम कर रहे थे. But now what happened? Costly new machines could be purchased and set up and maintained in the mill. So production that was happening at a very local level, लोग घरों में बैठ के काम कर रहे हैं, and good quality cloth is being produced. A lot of activities are happening: carding, twisting, weaving, spinning. All these things were happening where people were producing by sitting at home. But now what happened? Mills were open. Mill, क्योंकि अभी क्या है, what is the topic? Topic is coming up of the factory. Factories establish होना शुरू हो गया. Factories now were being established on a very large scale. Got it, children? So cloth production was spread all over the countryside and carried out within village household. लेकिन now what happened? Costly new machines were purchased and maintained in the mill. So what happened? Now industries were established, factories were established. What will happen to these people who were producing goods in the countryside? अपने घरों में बैठ के जो पूरा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का काम कर रहे हैं, what about their lives? What will happen to them? Now just see मिल में क्या हुआ. Now look at the changes that happened because of the establishment of mill. All these processes were brought together under one roof. पहले क्या था? The merchant who is going to the countryside, he has to go to the stapler, he has to go to the fueler, he has to go to the person who is spinning yarn. अलग अलग जगह पे जाके काम करवाना पड़ता था लोग, क्योंकि लोग अपने घरों में बैठ के काम कर रहे हैं. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड विद द एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ऑफ मिल्स, बिकॉज द मिल्स वेर एस्टैब्लिश्ड, ऑल ऑफ दीज वेर ब्रॉट टुगेदर अंडर वन रूफ. सारे लोग एक छत के नीचे आ गए. So dear students, all the production that was happening, it was brought together under one roof and management. So the people who were involved into the production process, they found it very difficult because they were not used to that. They were used for a production which happened at home. Now what happened? These workers, these people who were working comfortably at their home, they were asked to come and do all the work in the mill, continue their working in these industries. Now, and it was very comfortable for these people who were, अभी जो पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है उसको तो चाहिए ना अच्छा काम. The people who were trading in clothes, who were manufacturing the clothes, they wanted a careful supervision over the production process. And they wanted maximum output. Anybody who is investing 10 rupees, he will definitely want that he can earn as much as he can. Abhi for 10 rupees, if he is getting 10 rupees, he won't be satisfied. I am citing an example, my dear children. So, more careful supervision was there over the production process, and quality was being watched, good quality material, because घर पे क्या कर रहे हैं, these people who are giving the contract, they could not get inside the houses of these peasants, and the regulation of labor. So production, when it was happening in the countryside, I mean when in the homes, in the house of these workers, when the production was happening, then it was very difficult for the quality control and regulation of labor. Try to understand this thing. So what happened that in the beginning of the 19th century, factories became an part of English landscape. Landscape means till the place where your eyes can see, जहाँ जहाँ तक दूर दूर तक जहाँ आप देख सकते हो, till the part where you can see the land, you can find very big mills established in Britain, which were producing best quality cottons. And it was so visible where the imposing new mills, I told you na, big mills were there. So magical seemed to be the power of new technology that was developing. Its power was increasing day by day because it was giving a very comfortable life to the people. And now what happened, that the production was happening in a very simple manner, and contemporaries were dazzled. Now please try to understand. Contemporaries means the people who existed in those times. When the mills were being opened, there might have been many people who were around. So I'll explain it to you in Hindi. Hindi में एकदम बहुत simple language में when I explain you, contemporaries were dazzled means आंखें खुली की खुली रह गई. Got it? Yeah. They concentrated their attention on the mills. They forgot the bylanes. गलियों का काम. Bylanes is the small lanes through which the houses are set up, which cuts down from the roads. Roads तो आपको main road होता है, एक बड़ा सा road होगा, लेकिन उसके अलावा आपको ये छोटी छोटी गलियां जो होती हैं, it is called as bylanes, and the workshops where production still continued. You should never lose hope. One lesson that we learn here, children, it was just coming to my mind, so I thought of sharing it with you, that they concentrated their attention on the mills and they forgot the bylanes. But did the people stop production? Did these countryside people stop producing the goods? No. The production, they never thought of stopping the production. They were very enthusiastically busy with their work. Now you can see the landscape. My dear children, just now that the landscape we were talking about, this is called as the landscape. Got it? And here you can find so many industries. ये देख रहे हो धुआं निकल रहा है. All the smoke that is coming out. These are all industries. Okay? So beautiful landscape with so many industries. See this is a painting which came in the Illustrated London News in 1857. 1857, children. With this date, can you associate something? Being a history teacher, yes, it comes to my mind. 1857, it was the year when the first war of independence had happened in India. It was a time when people were very well involved in getting freedom. Chimneys were billowing smoke, मतलब धुआं फेंक रहे थे, came to characterize the industrial landscape. All the smoke that is coming out from these industries was the characteristic of industrial landscape. Industries were there. Got it? And it could very well signify कि हाँ अभी शहर पहुँच गए हैं. The people can see the industries, the total landscape that was there. And they could understand that the production is happening. Now just see one activity, nice activities there. Look at figures 4 and 5. You can see any difference in the way the two images show industrialization. Okay, figure 4 we have seen and figure 5. This is figure 4. This is a Lancashire painted by C.E. Turner, the Illustrated London News 1925. The artist said that it was seen through the humid atmosphere that makes Lancashire the best cotton spinning locality in the world. A huge cotton mill aglow with electricity in the twilight is the most impressive sight. Means the industries that were established, the way people have settled in the countries, in the cities, it was I would say it was a treat to the eyes. आँखों को बहुत अच्छा लगता था. People used to feel very good. बारिश हो रही है तो बारिश में the atmosphere is humid. Lancashire was the best cotton spinning locality in the world. सबसे अच्छा क्वालिटी का cotton came from Lancashire. It was a huge cotton mill aglow with electricity in the twilight. Most impressive sight. Just see. Cotton mill. Children, and this is of 1925. Who was the painter? C.E. Turner. Again I am telling you children, you have to remember the name of these painters, because अभी अगर photograph दी हुई है तो history में coming into your name coming in history, you really have to do lot of hard work. Everybody's name is not shown in the history, na. Some people who have done some extraordinary work, they can be only seen in history. So Illustrated London News में this has come, one of the very beautiful sights. This is figure 4, and now you just see children. Industrial Manchester, who has made it? Am Jackson. I don't know whether it was Michael Jackson or not. Just for fun, children. Okay. It came in 1857. So 1857, the major, they are asking that what are the differences that you find. Most important difference here, I'm sorry, just a minute children. Here you will find 1857 and that picture is made in 1925. Got it? Another major difference that we find here is that this is showing the city in a black and white form, and there we find a very colored picture. Okay, the Lancashire mill that is there, it is signifying it is signifying the beauty of London in a very different manner. So now you can see the pace of industrial change. Pace, speed. Industrial change had happened, but how did it happen? How rapid, how fast was the process of industrialization? We need to understand that. So, industrialization here meant only the growth of factory industries. Does it mean that factories were growing, industries were growing, the people who were working in the by lanes and in the countryside, उनका काम खत्म हो गया and all the work had gone into the hand of the workers, hand of the people who are working in these industrial cities. Now, point wise we will be understanding how this pace, how has the industrial change happened. What was the speed of this industrial change? First is that most dynamic industries in Britain were the cotton industries. Abhi, this is a GK point of view also very important question, children, that which were the first ever industries established in the world? दुनिया में सबसे पहले किस चीज़ की इंडस्ट्रियल मैन्युफैक्चर शुरू हुआ? So children, here you have to give that cotton. It was cotton. उसके बाद metals, iron industries, and this growth was happening at a very rapid pace, in a very fast manner. Cotton was the leading sector in the first phase of industrialization. Cotton industries. Whichever person wanted to invest money, they used to invest in the cotton industries. After iron and steel industry led the way. First it was the cotton industry. After that, the industries that were established, it was all the iron and steel industries. Now what happened? The railways have also expanded. Railways started expanding. Now children, it was not only for the movement of human being. Lot of goods were also carried through these railways in England in 1840s. So try to understand that one major change that has happened after the establishment of iron and steel industry is the establishment of the railways. And demand was there for iron and steel. It increased rapidly. Rapid increase was there in the demand of iron. 1873 तक क्या हुआ? What happened by 18? देखो, all these things were growing with a very fast manner. 1840s में first phase was there, and by 1873 means how many years? 50, 60, 70, 73, 23 years. Britain was exporting iron and steel. अपने कंट्री में तो मैन्युफैक्चर कर रहे हैं जितना उनको चाहिए खुद के लिए. They are using it for their own benefit, but then they are also exporting iron and मतलब इतना ओवर मैन्युफैक्चर. आप क्या करते हो? कोई भी चीज़ बाहर कब आप एक्सपोर्ट करते हो? When you have enough for your own self. First you will see that whatever is your requirement, that is fulfilled. After that you think about the other places. So 77 million, double the value of its cotton export. कॉटन तो जितना बाहर जा रहा था, वॉट एवर एक्सपोर्ट वॉज हैपनिंग इन कॉटन, दैट वॉज हैपनिंग, बट इन अ फास्ट पेस iron steel was also being sent out for export. Now this was the first point that we have discussed, which is talking about the pace of industrial change, how speedily the industrial changes had happened. What was the speed of the industrial change that we have studied here. We will be talking about the second phase. So this we will be doing in the next class, children. Thank you so much and all the best to you.